In the midst of an offseason filled with speculation, transitions, and financial maneuvering, the San Francisco 49ers find themselves in the eye of a contractual storm, and at the center of it all is quarterback Brock Purdy, a name that not long ago would have raised eyebrows more for its obscurity than for its leverage, now stands as a linchpin in a complex chess match between fiscal prudence and franchise ambition. As the NFL draft looms, one of the league's most storied organizations must confront the reality that their breakout quarterback, a man who led them to a Super Bowl just 2 seasons ago, is no longer just a feel-good story or a late-round steal. He's a quarterback with postseason pedigree, one who now demands compensation in line with his impact and output. Adam Schefter, the ever-reliable insider whose words often signal the direction of front offices across the NFL, delivered a revealing glimpse into the impasse between Purdy and the 49ers. While it's clear that San Francisco holds Purdy in high regard and wants him under center for years to come, the crux of the matter lies in the valuation. The franchise wants to retain him, but on terms that don't compromise their ability to build a championship-caliber roster around him. The challenge? Purdy is well aware of his worth. He's seen the contracts inked by peers, many of whom lack his postseason resume, and he knows his time to strike is now. From a financial standpoint, the 49ers hold significant leverage. Purdy is under contract for just over $1 million this season. Next year, they could place the franchise tag on him for roughly $41 million and do it again in 2027, theoretically locking him in for 3 years at a combined $97.1 million. For a team, that's a bargain in today's quarterback economy. But for Purdy, who does not yet possess generational wealth and lacks long-term financial security, it's a precarious position. He could play under those terms, but one wrong hit, one torn ligament or fracture rib, could end his career before he ever cashes in. The question then becomes, should he consider a holdout? The answer, increasingly, appears to be yes. Purdy is staring down a potentially diminishing window of leverage. The further removed he gets from that miraculous Super Bowl run, the less powerful his negotiating position becomes, especially if the team regresses, as it did last season with a disappointing 6-11 finish that left them 4th in the NFC West. Key players from that Super Bowl squad are already being peeled away. Deebo Samuel traded, Javon Hargrave cut, Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga allowed to walk in free agency, and even standout cornerback Charvarius Ward and starting guard Aaron Banks no longer in the fold. It's a roster that's been stripped down, not by design but by necessity, a necessity born from the impending cost of keeping Brock Purdy. So if the team made those sacrifices under the assumption they'd be able to pay their quarterback, why haven't they? Purdy's camp is surely asking the same question. With top-tier quarterbacks earning between 21% and 25% of the salary cap annually, and with that cap continuing to rise, the math puts Purdy's market value somewhere north of $58 million per year. That's the going rate. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Deshaun Watson, all of them signed deals within that percentage range. Even Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love, who have yet to match Purdy's playoff success, secured deals at 21.5% of the cap. The market has spoken. Now it's San Francisco's move. The stakes are astronomical, not just for Purdy, but for the 49ers as a whole. This is not simply a matter of dollars and cents. It's about trajectory. If Purdy doesn't report to camp, the offense loses rhythm, timing, and cohesion. Every missed rep sets the team back. The longer the standoff continues, the greater the risk that the 49ers enter the season on uneven footing, a dangerous proposition in the hyper-competitive NFC West. And what happens if draft night rolls around and the deal still isn't done? What if a promising quarterback prospect slips to them at pick 11? Suddenly, the 49ers are faced with a dilemma that could change the course of the franchise. Do they draft a rookie quarterback on a manageable wage scale, thereby reducing their dependence on Purdy, and perhaps alienate him further? Or do they double down, pay their man, and make a full-throated commitment to the player who took them to the brink of glory? It's a scenario fraught with peril. And while veterans like Kirk Cousins or even Aaron Rodgers may still linger as theoretical options, they are far from ideal solutions. The clock is ticking, and every hour that passes without a deal grants Purdy more leverage, not less. The 49ers have already cleared the decks to pay him. Now they must follow through, because if they don't, they risk not only alienating their quarterback, but also derailing the competitive future they've been carefully building. This is not just a negotiation. It's a defining moment, a test of how the 49ers value their culture, their past, and their future. Pay him, and they send a message that performance matters. Delay, and they may find themselves scrambling, not just to replace a quarterback, but to restore a sense of direction.